Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines and me, everyone. This is the farming town that we are just looking over right now. And I thought I'd do a little montage, a little cut, so let's get into that montage of what I've been doing beautification wise. You can probably see some of the work. It is going to be this junction, so let me show you that now.
Stranger, why are you acting like a stranger? You've been missing from Earth lately, and I don't know if I can go on. Stranger, why are you acting like a stranger? You've been missing from Earth lately, and I don't know if I can go on.
So we are back, montage is over, and you are all caught up with the beautification stuff that we have done over on this part of the farming town. I'm just trying to pick out little areas really and just elevate them and change the height. I've been trying to change the height in here as much as I could. You may have seen in the video. I wish you could just add like little banks or little road banks and stuff. Because in real life, the highway is never normally the same height as the natural terrain. There's either a bank on the other side that goes up, that will be to reduce noise, cut noise out and remove the noise, or it will be ever so slightly up from the terrain. That is normally in lowland. That will stop the road flooding. So I've been trying to play around with the terrain a little bit. I haven't been able to do too much. Obviously, it would be easier with mods. I could do that, but we're not with mods. So just trying to add a little bit of height, which would be good, but this is the best we can do. Trying to build these up so they're a little bit more supported than they actually are. Makes it look a little bit more natural. Playing around with these fences, you may have seen I spent a long time picking out what fence I like. I didn't want to have, like, no visibility, because I want you to be able to see. There's not like a road fence, a fence that looks like a highway barrier, so that is the only thing that I did find. I did suffer from that. Sorry if you can hear my PC whirring away. It is trying to export and upload a video at the same time while I'm doing this. All of the things at once, So today, in today's episode, we are going to be doing some more industry stuff, but we're going to be trying to make some more money out of it. So at the moment, we're making a profit of 1,715. We're nearly at the top level as well. We're nearly at level 500. So I'd like to put in some of the more unique factories and stuff like that to try and make as much bang for our buck. So baking, that requires food, agriculture, and then some flour. We can't do lemonade because we're not producing any glass. And we can't do clothing factory because we're not producing whatever the 3 dots are. I don't know what that is. No idea. And also we may pop in a few warehouses as well. They also have, we have some little warehouses popping about. So I've done a little bit of pre-scouting, a little bit of thinking where I want this. Obviously we're going to leave this area over here. So we could put here. This wouldn't be a bad area. It's on its own. It's by the farming, so you can get to the farming quite easily, and it'll be slightly off. But I'm going to leave that for the rest of the farming towns that we're going to grow into and put more agriculture and more housing there. Instead, I'm going to use this dead space here, and I'm going to hopefully just come straight off this road. And hopefully the traffic's all good and it doesn't take too much. It doesn't mess around with the traffic too much. I could come off this roundabout. If I really wanted to, I could come off this roundabout. That would mean removing all of this and putting in the X junction so the roundabout didn't change shape. We're going to try and come off this road. That is the aim of the game. We're going to come off with a asymmetrical 3-lane road to try and help the traffic out a little bit. We've got all of the little road stuff clicked in. Let's get rid of road guidelines because I don't like road guidelines. Let's go one block that way, and let's go a little bit further than that. I might also go near that roundabout, might we? Yeah. What else? And then I just don't need. Let's do that, and we'll do that. That should hopefully give us enough space. I'm going to connect them. Make that a square, and then we can make this a one-way system. One-way system, yeah. So you're an in and you're an out. Just trying to look at the way that this asymmetrical road is joined up. Yeah, so that should be an in, and then that should be an out, and then it hopefully will flow a little bit better. Then this can be just a dead end point. No real issues. Could I have a bridge that go over the highway and connects over? No, I'm going to leave it. Jeez, I just spotted this. This is a lot of little double silo next to each other. I think might be causing issues. I might have one of them empty, and then I'll remove it. Yeah, that is a lot of silos. How many trucks is that? 1, 2, 3. It's not a massive amount. I suppose if you play the game will probably get rid of a few. Oh yeah, it's now bobbling all over the place. So let's get back to what we were trying to do, which will be this junction over here. Hello, roundabout. What are you doing? Are you okay? Are you okay, roundabout? I'm getting distracted by traffic. As I always do. I'm just going to flip this. because I want the 2 outs and not 2 ins, so they can decide where they want to go straight away. I will then do the junction controls. That means getting rid of that bad boy and then clicking back onto the junction controls, and we'll do that. And then when it comes to this, we will stop there. No, we won't need to stop there. It should be fine. It should just flow anyway. Then we'll see what buildings we can fit in here. Can we have... Oh, we could have like a little warehouse in here, or whatever we wish. So, where is the unique factory? So we do first and foremost want a bakery in here. So we definitely want a bakery. You're not going to fit in there. You're not going to fit there. So it means you have to go on this road. Quite near the end. Yeah, we'll just try and maximise the space out of this. So we definitely need a bakery. And over here is going to be a little bit of pollution. So we won't be doing any farming in this immediate area. So I can put in some stuff that are pollution-y, that can put out pollution. I don't know why this farming stuff does put out pollution, but it does. So I need a flour mill, which creates 20 pollution and lots of noise pollution. We'll pop that on. That's going to be wasted space, isn't it? Are you going to be wasted space, or am I going to pop something there? Let's see if I can pop that there. No, you are quite big as well. I'm trying to maximise space while I do all this, and it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. Flour mill, flour mill, flour mill. Flour mill, flour mill, flour mill. I don't want to be on that road. Oh, you fit there. You fit there. And then I'm just going to drag you up ever so slightly so you go there. And then I will trim this road down. So, as you can see, the road was overextending what it needs. So if you highlight the road, it just says this is where the arrow is. So you see where the arrow is. That is as far as the road needs to go and no further. So I can then drag the road to exactly that point, just so it covers it, and then that will cover that perfectly. There's no wasted space. There's no need for extra road there. That will be pointless. I will zone off. I will fence off this just very quickly with a quick farm fence, so I don't zone on that. I don't want to be zoning on that at all. So it gives the AI opportunity, once they come onto this road, they can pick what lane they want to be in, and they can decide where they want to be going from there. There's going to be no cars stopping on this left hand side to enter a building or whatever. Not even houses or anything like that at all. So I wouldn't put a house next to these big industries anyway. So production rate is 100%. I will play around with that stuff when we work it all out. Crops into mills. We're going to need some sort of storage facility. You fit there. Am I going to need 2 or am I going to need 1? How many storage facilities am I going to need over here? So I'm going to need a small warehouse for you. And I could do with another small warehouse here as well. That will leave you with dead space that we may do something with in the future if we feel like it. At the moment we don't know, so let's set these up to what we want. So we want them on balanced, and then I'm going to select unique factory products, and that will be overflow for this bad boy, the bakery. So any pastries that we have, we can store in here just in case, and if not, I'll set it on empty actually, because we want to be selling all of this stuff, selling all of this off, and then make lots more money. This is also going to give us some lots more workers in this area, so I'm going to guess this industry is going to go down and we're going to have a lot more housing demand. Over here I'm going to select balanced, and we are going to have some animal products. So we have a backup of animal product supplies. They can all come here, and then we can go and feed these factories. Very nice. Maybe could do with 1 more. That might be overkill. I don't know how many we're going to need. Is there any other farming buildings I can put in here that may make sense? Cattle sheds, milk parlour, slaughterhouse, silo barn. You are a milk parlour. You produce animal products. Just trying to read as well as do this. I can fit 2 cattle sheds there. I want to put 2 cattle sheds right there, like that. And that should be that. Let's click play and see how this game starts going. It's going to scream at me that it needs supplies. I think eventually the game will give it some stuff to start working. I'm expecting a buttload of traffic to be coming down both of these main roads and going into here. Here we go. Here comes a wave of trucks that are filling it up. So yeah, you're going straight to the bakery from a small grain silo. You are going to the cattle shed from the small grain silo. And these are now all operating with 11 workers out of 45, 12 out of 40. Yeah, so it's slowly building up. You do not have anything because you don't have flour yet. But flour is being produced. We're going to drop this production rate down to 75%. So the game doesn't start burning through this very, very quickly. I need you to be producing flour a lot quicker than this game. There we go. It's now starting to feed this factory. That means it can start producing pastries for us that will be making a lot of money, and lots of money is what we need. We're currently at 5,000 a week, 5,000 a week extra money, down to about 100 grand because we're spending a lot of money on this infrastructure. These builders do cost quite a lot of money. Said money about 17 times there, haven't I? How much flour are you going to produce? 4,720 per week. Is there a way of like getting into the details of what I need? I'm not sure. Let's leave that alone for a minute. We're going to leave that alone. I'll put it on speed 3 for a second. Let's see if there's another wave of traffic to come this way. I just want to watch the traffic for a second. So let's have a little montage of that. As you can see, the traffic is fine. There is no real issues with that, and I am very happy with that. The game is still wanting more industry stuff, which is surprising me. These jobs are slowly filling out, but it has started asking for a few more houses, so we're going to go through and start plomping in a little bit more stuff through here. So I'm going to plump in some, just some dirt, what is it called? Normal zoned industry, you know what I mean? It's farming stuff, it's going to look like farms, but it's not any of these specialised buildings, because it is near the highway, and I see that people are using Marriott's Way to get from one part of the town to the other. That is good to see. No, let's not put a house right next to a grain silo, just to give that person a little bit of a rest. Oh well, you can live opposite a grain silo. That'll be fine, you'll be right. You'll live. You'll live. I might just draw a quick little path through there, just so you take a little shortcut if you want to go to that. You don't have to walk all the way around. No one ever would. You just walk across the field and then hop over the fence in real life. That's what you'd do. That's what I'd do anyway. Someone who lives in the countryside. Do we connect a little path over here? No, don't. Do we need a bus? Do I need a bus route that goes into there, or are we going to leave buses alone? Where is my bus route? Bus route. Do I run you into there or not? Do we need a bus route that does that? I could do with another bus route in general, actually. Looking at it, because this ferry stop has. How are you doing, ferry stop? Just check this out before I go and lump another bus route on it. You are busy and you can do a 4. I'm going to give you 5. Not 6, 5. Because I'm going to add another bus route and just run it up through here. So let's grab buses and let's add in another bus route. There we go then. Bus route is in. I need to go through and rename all these bus lines. That is something I'm going to do right now on camera. So let me cut this out and name all of these bus lines so I know exactly what we're doing, because otherwise this is going to get very confusing very quickly for me. I will catch you in a second. There we go then. All the lines are in. I've named them all up. So we are glorious in that sense. So just to know, it's a load of abandoned buildings. I haven't done the ferries. I've just noticed I didn't do the ferries. But there's only like 2 ferry lines at the moment. I'm sure I can keep track of that in my head. Speaking of ferries, I need to check how this crossing is doing. Because the other crossing is quite busy. So how are you? Oh my word. Jolly, jolly, jolly. That is a lot of passengers trying to use these ferries. Yeah, we're going to need like 10. Right, let's run the game on 3 speed. And let's do 7. Let's watch them about the depot and try and create a little bit of gap. At some point it is going to be capped because they're just going to have to get... They're going to be getting in each other's way. So, there we go. You can be 8. Try to spot nice gaps where these ferries can go, because otherwise you're not going to be able to fill them all in time. 9, can you get out of the way and you get in before that one comes? No, they will all spread out eventually. That is a lot of people. That is a lot of people on these ferry lines. I'm not sure they're going to keep up. 10 might be the cap. Where is a big gap? I need a big gap. They're kind of all spread out perfectly at the moment. I'm going to squeeze a 10th in. I'm going to leave it alone. That is the best I can do when it comes to these ferry lines. Can't take any more than that many. Hopefully by the time they got all on top of it, I can drop it back down to about 9 again, or 9 or 8. That's a lot of people using these ferry lines. They're only saving 12% of car trips though. That's crazy. Crazy amount of people. Holy. These ferries are super popular, it seems. I wonder if they're making me any money. Are these ferries making me any money? Where's the budget? Budget, public transport, ferries. Where are you, ferries? No, they're costing me £800 a week, these ferries. They just look good. And they save on traffic. And saving on traffic makes stuff like your industry work better. I've got a lot of abandoned buildings over here, I have just noticed. So let's get rid of some of these. What is your issue? Not enough high educated workers over here. That is the issue with this lot. How is education doing? That is fine. Oh, high school. High school is bad, really bad. We haven't got a single high school over this side of the on the island, on this part of the farming town, so we could do with 1 at least, maybe 2. What is the capacity of this bad boy? That's an elementary school. This is a high school. The capacity is 1,000. That's going to take pretty much all of that. You have less of a capacity. Oh, you don't fit there because of that path. I'm going to have to move that path. Okie dokie. Is that a good spot for it? Where else could we put a high school? I've kind of just built this all up. I haven't really thought about a high school. I could put a high school near the ferry depot. Because I've realised, I think a lot of the ferry passengers are kids coming over to go to school. That doesn't really support... Yeah, you're a high school student. If a lot of you are... No, I can't see a massive amount of ferry people, so... Bus line, how are you doing? Perfect, that's fine. Gee. High school is the big debate right now. I think here is the obvious spot. In this gap right here is the obvious spot. I'm going to throw one in there. And that will do. Delete that pathway, and then I will reline that pathway up around the back as I can. Across there. Yeah, sure. You can be. No, I don't want you. I want you to be dirt. Be dirt. Be dirt. Be dirty. I want to delete this as well because I want to sneak in a little park in here so the kids can play. At a high school, to be fair, they are kids. No idea. I want to put a little city park plaza. Where is this city park? Oh, it's only there. I don't know if this is in the montage. Hopefully it is. If not, here it is. Here's the city park that I built. Just a little park to add a little bit of depth to this area. It has got it upgraded on a lot of these buildings, I believe. Because there are the top upgrade, they need lots of educated workers. So, if you don't know, if you just click on here and hover, attract wealthier customers to allow this building to upgrade. So you just need to make it a more wealthy area. Same goes to the houses. Actually, you can click on them and go educate more citizens, and it will upgrade. I'm going to guess a lot of these need educated citizens. Yeah, so that is high school is required. So there is a high school, and that will be flooded with new students very quickly. Very nice, very nice. Black line. How many's on this black line game? I don't need 6, do I? Do I need 6? Do I need 6? I will add a little bus stop to this line. I'm just going to drag you around there. Yeah, you actually. You. There we go. I can get rid of that stop, I think. I'm going to move that stop down. Just because I can. Just because I want to tinker. Just because I want to tinker. I have to reconnect this up, and I'll just put someone's house there. Someone can live on this nice little main road next to the high school. I'm sure they'll be fine with that. They can have Marriott's way curve around the back. Right, now we've ran the game for a quick second in free speed, and we've done some upgrades to the area. Let's go back and check on this stuff. You are getting full of animal products. That is great. How are you doing? You are producing lots of animal products as well. So, you are full of workers. You are full of workers. So can we start cranking you up to about 100%? Let's see if we can do that. Production value will be 3,800, and then with that we can have a little look at how our farm is doing. Industry. So we are making just some nice well, we're not really making a massive amount of profit out of it actually, because it's just dumped, isn't it? Where is the output going? So crops are just being wasted currently. We're wasting a lot of crops. So we need to try and get some more animal products. So we've got 94 tons of it. 9 tons is going into flour, and 16 tons are going into animal products. So we need more animal product buildings if we can. The issue is we're kind of out of space. And that'll be that, won't it? That will be that. We are running out of space dramatically over here. So I think for the industry wise of it, it is going to make us some nice money. And we are going to get some money out of this building, which is what we are trying to feed and fuel. Just, I suppose the fact that crops are just bump that up and feed it a little bit more. I've just had a little cup of tea and just been watching the game as it plays along, just as you do every now and then, watch some traffic in certain areas and little bits like that. I have noticed the industry is still screaming out for industry. I don't know what that may be. Let's go over and let's plug in a couple of these buildings back in, because we have some dirty industry over here that is doing some certain things. So let's plug in a couple of little buildings over here as we try and reinvigorate this area of industry back up, and see if we can do that. And also I want to give it a little warehouse as we can. Let's give it a little yard. Yeah. Let's pop a... Where would be a good spot for that? You can go there, can't you? Yeah, that'll be fine. We will allow that to store some commercial goods. So you can fuel the city with commercial goods eventually. That's what you're doing. Yeah, they are building up rapidly. We are very happy. What do you need to upgrade? You need more services to be able to upgrade. So you have no policing over here. So a police station would give you a boost as well. So we can plug in a police station. It is a lot of money and a kind of bit of a waste just to plug in a little police station. Do we just throw the prison over here? Throw the prison out of, like... We are getting quite full on criminals, I'll give it that. I'm not going to give them their own police station. Instead, I'm going to delete this one. And we are going to build a big one over here, because that should cover more area. I like that rock, but I don't like that. Yeah, that building can go. You can get knotted. We've upgraded the police station over in this area. Don't know where all the prisoners went. They probably just got freed as we deleted the police station and rebuilt it. You don't have any fire coverage over here either. Yeah, we haven't really spoilt this area with any services at all, have we? So that's probably why it's not growing massively. Little fire station on the corner. Policing is fine. It seems pretty happy with the policing. And medical centre. Don't know if medical centre really affects industry. I'm not 100% sure about that, so we'll leave that alone. That should hopefully allow this stuff to all upgrade. Buildings may need to be covered by more services allowed. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully this stuff could all grow. Traffic's doing fine over here as well. It's all splendid. Well, this has been a bit of a heebity-jeebity episode. My speech has been a little bit all over the place. So I've been trying to talk about the little things. It's just more of a tinkering episode and a little improvements, not large improvements. Let's throw a path in there because that just looks obvious to me. Obvious to me. Little path straight through there. That connects that road up to that. Oh, there's a gap there as well. Look at that. A little bit more pathways. I'm going to probably end the episode, if there's not enough footage, with a little montage. If there is enough footage, this will be the end of the episode. So, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I've been TW1. This is Sydney Skylines. What's your thoughts on the industry improvements? We've added a little bit more. Is there anything else I could be adding over here? I'm not massively great when it comes to the industry stuff. So maybe you know a trick or two, and maybe I don't. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, peace out.